What separates a luxury home that sells in days for top dollar from one that sits on the market for months with price reduction after price reduction? It is not the home itself. It is the marketing strategy behind it. In this video, I'm going to pull back the curtain and show you exactly what the top producing luxury agents do differently. Strategies that most agents have no idea even exists. Whether you are thinking about selling a high-end home or you just want to understand what true luxury marketing looks like before you hire an agent, you are in the right place. Stay to the end because I am going to give you a checklist you can use to hold any agent accountable the moment they walk through your door. But real quick, before we dive in, every single week I hear from people just like you who are thinking about buying or selling a home and just want to talk through their options with someone they can trust. There is zero pressure, zero obligation, just a real conversation. If that sounds like what you need right now, my contact information is in the description below. Send me a message, give me a call, or shoot me an email. I would love to connect with you and help you figure out your next move. Okay, now let's get into it. The first thing you need to understand is that luxury real estate is a completely different world from the traditional market. A lot of agents think that marketing a luxury home just means spending more money on the same things. That is not how it works. Luxury buyers are not browsing Zillow and making offers the same day. They are doing extensive research. They're consulting with advisors, architects, and interior designers. They're thinking about privacy, legacy, and lifestyle, not just square footage and granite countertops. If your agent does not understand that distinction at a deep level, your home is going to be marketed to the wrong audience with the wrong message. Top agents know that luxury marketing is about creating desire, exclusivity, and emotional connection before a buyer ever steps through the door. That starts with understanding exactly who the likely buyer is and then crafting every element of the marketing around them. Here is something that surprises most sellers. The best luxury agents start marketing your home before it ever goes live on the MLS, and they do it in a way that builds real momentum. Now, I want to be transparent here because this matters. In Washington state and under Northwest MLS rules, pocket listings are not permitted. Your home needs to be entered into the MLS promptly once it is marketed, and I actually think that's a good thing for sellers. It means your property gets maximum exposure to the full market. But maximum exposure does not mean you cannot be strategic about how you build anticipation. That first week on the market is everything. And the best agents treat it like a product launch. There are also smart ways to create a sense of exclusivity within the rules. This is where I see agents cut corners the most, and it costs sellers tens of thousands of dollars. In the luxury market, visual content is not a nice to have. It is the single most important marketing asset you have. The photos and video are the first showing. They determine whether a qualified buyer gets in their car or scrolls past. Top agents invest in architectural photographers, professionals who specialize specifically in high-end real estate. These are not general photographers moonlighting on weekends. They understand light, composition, and how to make a space feel aspirational. They typically spend a full day at the property, shoot in golden hour light, and deliver images that look like they belong in Architectural Digest. Beyond photography, luxury marketing almost always includes a cinematic video, not a slideshow with music, but an actual lifestyle film that shows how someone would live in this home. Think of it like a movie trailer for the property. The best ones tell a story. Morning coffee on the terrace, entertaining in the great room, evenings by the pool. Buyers are not just buying a house, they are buying a life. The video has to sell that vision. And then there's aerial drone footage, 3D virtual tours, and twilight photography. These are not luxuries anymore. They are expectations at this price point. Any agent who is cutting corners on visual content is leaving money on the table that belongs to you. Putting a luxury home on the MLS and hoping the right buyer shows up is not a strategy. It's wishful thinking. Top luxury agents use sophisticated, targeted digital advertising to reach qualified buyers wherever they are, not just locally, but nationally and internationally. Platforms like Facebook and Instagram allow agents to target by income level, net worth, zip code, and interests. YouTube pre-roll ads can put your property's cinematic video in front of the right audience before they even knew they were looking. Google display campaigns retarget people who have searched for specific luxury real estate terms. And done correctly, this is incredibly precise and cost effective. This is also where being part of the right brokerage makes a significant difference. As part of eXp's luxury division, my listings get placed directly in front of a global audience through some of the most recognized publications in the world. The Wall Street Journal, Robb Report, Mansion Global, Barron's, Unique Homes, James Edition, and Market Watch, among others. These are not just well-known names. They are the exact publications that wealthy buyers are reading when they are in the market for a luxury home. On top of that, eXp Luxury distributes listings to more than 80 international real estate portals with translations into multiple languages, targeting affluent buyers in markets like China, Canada, the United Kingdom, Germany, Australia, the UAE, and beyond. That means your home is not just visible locally, it is positioned in front of international buyers who are actively searching for exactly what you have. That kind of global reach used to be reserved for the biggest boutique luxury firms. Now it is what I bring to every luxury listing I take on. Studies consistently show that professionally staged luxury homes sell faster and for more money than unstaged ones. Yet, you would be amazed at how many sellers resist staging because it feels like an unnecessary expense. Here is the thing. At the luxury level, staging is not about making the home look clean. It is about helping buyers emotionally connect with the lifestyle the home represents. Top agents work with luxury staging specialists who understand how buyers at this level think. The furniture, art, textiles, and accessories are all curated to match the architecture, the neighborhood, and the target buyer. A contemporary waterfront home gets a very different staging approach than a traditional estate in horse country. Everything is intentional. Even if a home is already beautifully furnished, professional staging, or at a minimum, a consultation with a luxury staging designer is almost always worth it. Sometimes it means editing down, removing personal items, family photos, and clutter that prevents buyers from seeing themselves in the space. The goal is a home that photographs like a magazine spread and feels like a five-star hotel the moment someone walks in. Here's the number one thing to keep in mind. The average return on investment for professional staging in a luxury market ranges from $5 to $15 for every $1 spent. Skipping staging to save a few $1,000s on a multi-million-dollar listing is one of the most costly mistakes a seller can make. Here is one of my favorite strategies that very few agents actually execute well. Using the home itself as a destination to create experiences that bring qualified buyers to the property without ever feeling like a traditional open house. Think wine and cheese receptions, private art exhibitions, charity events, or catered dinners for a select group of high net worth guests. These events create a reason for people to be in the home, experience it at its best, and form an emotional connection with the space, all without the pressure of a standard showing. Top agents are creative about this. They bring in the right people in a way that feels exclusive and aspirational. Broker opens are another important tool, but top agents elevate those too. Instead of a Tuesday afternoon with a box of donuts, they host a catered event in the evening, invite top producing luxury agents from across the region, and create a showing experience that feels as premium as the property itself. Agents talk to buyers, and the impression they take away from that event shapes how they describe the home. In a world where everything is digital, the best luxury agents still invest in high quality print materials, and there is a very good reason for it. A beautifully produced property brochure is a physical artifact that a buyer takes home, shares with their spouse, leaves on their coffee table, and comes back to it. It is a brand statement for the property. We are not talking about a standard MLS printout or a one-page flyer. The best luxury property brochures are professionally designed, printed on premium stock, and read almost like a coffee table book. They include the cinematic photography, architectural details, neighborhood highlights, and lifestyle amenities in a way that keeps the home top of mind long after the showing is over. Some agents also invest in custom property websites, a dedicated URL with a fully branded, immersive digital experience for a single listing. It gives the home its own digital address, makes sharing easy, and signals to buyers that this is not just any listing. It is a property that commands that level of attention. These details matter because luxury buyers notice them, and they notice them when they are absent too. So, at the beginning of this video, I promised you a checklist. Here it is. When you sit down with a luxury agent, these are the questions to ask. Do you have a pre-market strategy, and how do you build momentum before the listing goes live? Who is your photographer, and can I see their portfolio? Do you produce a cinematic video, and can I watch an example? Where will my home be advertised, and what specific publications or platforms do you use? Do you have a luxury staging recommendation or partnership? What is your plan for hosting the broker open? And do you provide custom print materials and a dedicated property website? If an agent hesitates, gives vague answers, or tells you those are things that are not necessary at your price point, those are red flags. You deserve an agent who has already thought through all of these things before they walk in the door, not one who is figuring it out as they go. Now that you know what great luxury marketing looks like, I want to make sure you also know what to avoid. Because even with the best agent, some sellers make costly mistakes that undermine everything. I put together a video called Top 3 Mistakes Luxury Sellers Make in 2026, and it is essential watching if you are planning to sell in the next 6 to 12 months. Click the video on your screen right now, and I will see you over there. And if you have questions or are ready to talk about buying or selling, my information is in the description. I would love to help you make your next move the right one.